is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank.
Coach, some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Black 30.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. That check took it to 10. Hey.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Yeah, he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
57's Mike.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Big Ben on the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Yeah, let's go set lunch. Watch the switch.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Quarter. Hey, dude.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Roethlisberger on target to Washington. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
Mike's 57's Mike.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Throwing right, and that's complete. 20, 10, and they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Think about some of the memorable performances that Ben Roethlisberger has had over the years, and one of them came against the Ravens. He threw 6 touchdowns back in 2014 in a win against Baltimore. And actually, now that I think about it, that was on the heels of a 6-touchdown performance in a win over Indianapolis the week prior. So October of 2014 was kind to Big Ben. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 12 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
At the 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 36, 30. Alert 3.
Now Drake. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Drake. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. These two teams all tied after one. On 2nd down, it's Drake. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. The handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
50 seconds to Mike. 50. Hey, watch the slant.
From the gun, Jackson is going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The drive will start with Connor. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down now, it's Drake. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. I guess that was a little better. He got back to the line of scrimmage there after the loss on first down, but now you're still dealing with a third and long.
So let's put on our offense coordinator hat. They've been very aggressive against the run the last 2 plays. I'm thinking screen right here. Let them come get the quarterback and dump it off, and there could be some room to roam.
Jackson, complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now it's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They start with a give to Connor. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. from the 16. Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Show that bench release and go, hey, Alpha, let's go.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? Black 20.
Check. No. Guys, game situation.
Hey, alert. Hey, orbit.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. You must be.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Now Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
It's caught inside the 25, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. As the first half is winding down, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
It got his man complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go! 51 the mark, boy. 51. Let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He's going to loft one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running, it's Drake. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's make these big.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll try and pound it in with Drake, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kenyon Drake, his 11th touchdown of the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, they'll force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Oh, I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. On second down, Connor looking for space. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Right back to Drake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll get it to Drake running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Hey, 7.
Here I come.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike, check, 59.
Hey, Delta. Hey, we got to get this locked.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. Turn it to the 24-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Buying time to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now, they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Drake. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Let's go. Final score, Ravens 40, Steelers 37.
Going big, going big. Everybody thought they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everybody thought they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
swear I'm going big like a lineman. She won't bring the lines in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, try to find it. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make bands. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put our hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me back. I'ma stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Lo, time to bring the bass back. I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off.
100 yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got a